Hello. Hello and welcome.
Hello.
My name's Kable, and I'm your host tonight on Psychic TV International. Now, we've had a little bit of sound thing going on, so it's like echoing, and production is trying to help me with this because I'm trying to help myself. So I may need your help to hear. If you can hear me, okay, guys. It's really bad. Issue. So let's see what we can do. Oh, there we go. So, welcome to everyone. I'm here with Makeda, and we're going to talk all the spiritual stuff, but we're also going to do some readings. So, if you are a first time person coming into Psychic Table International, please like and share, and then let the world know that we're here. Okay, I'm really having an echo problem, so please forgive me if I sound dreadful. I'm hoping that we can fix it along the way, but we'll see what happens. I'm so looking to connecting with Makeda tonight and Makeda to share her many talents. Now, for those of you who don't know him, she has been with Psychic TV forever, and she's one of our beautiful psychics that have been, yeah, on board forever. And I'm sure if you don't know her, you'll get to know her after tonight. Okay, Andrew, hello, darling. How are you? Firstly, I just want to know if I sound echoing to you, my dear. Please let me know on message. Yes, so we can share and like our page. That people and we look forward to connecting with you. I'm really looking forward to catching up with our wonderful Makeda because she's a beautiful, absolutely beautiful soul. She's shamanic. She's got so many different talents that I'm not even talking because I believe that she's the one that will be able to tell you it all. Now, remember, if audio is okay on your end? Okay, all right. It's just my end. I get used to hearing my voice in a echoey way. So, all right, we know you can hear it, guys. That's the most important thing. I'll jump over my own hurdle later. So tonight we're going to have a few psychics online, and of course, because we had audio problems, I'll have to do all my scanning and everything as we go along. So first of all, I would love to introduce to you and to the stage our lovely Makeda. Okay, here we go. Maybe here we go. Hello, gorgeous. How are you tonight? Can you say that again? I couldn't hear you, darling. Okay. Oopsie. Okay. Can anyone else hear me, Keda? Can you please let me know? On
Can you hear me now?
oh,
Sorry,
that's
we're all having audio
voice.
problems tonight,
Yay,
Rouse.
thank you, darling. I'm not touching any buttons. I'll let production help me.
Oh, I would look. I was trying. Look, I'm not either. Like this is it now.
God bless you, sweetheart. And welcome tonight. I've been so looking forward to connecting with you and also introducing you to our wider
Yeah,
audience, all our beautiful followers
amazing.
and all our new followers.
Yeah.
It's wonderful to have you on board again, sweetheart. So
Mm-hmm.
let's start with who are you? Oh, we know who you are.
Whew.
For those who don't know you, can you share a little bit of your background, what you
Oh,
do,
sure.
how you do
Okay,
it?
Rouse. You know, hello, welcome. Thank you for having me, Psychic TV International. I'm
Yes,
truly blessed to be here with Rayleen Kable, one of our number one Australian psychic mediums.
it's not
And
about me, it's about you.
what can I say? Look, Rouse, I've been doing this since the time I can remember. You
Mm,
know, from my background, my heritage, I am South African, and
yes,
due to that nature, I guess it just happened in the blood, you know.
yeah,
And so we kind of call it a calling, you know. But I've now come to learn that that calling is within all of us.
Yeah,
So it's, it's not necessarily about your heritage, right? It's just a calling from spirit. And
yeah,
so, yeah, that's the way I was born. When I looked into it further, my mum also had these gifts, my
yeah.
grandmother, my great grandmother. So I kind of say I'm fourth generational,
That's
but
beautiful.
it is what it is,
Yeah,
I grew up having dreams and astro traveling and all of that kind of thing, thinking that premonitions were normal.
mhm,
Spirit led me despite, my Catholic and, Pentecostal upbringing, to tarot cards by the age of 14.
yeah. The good old tarot.
And my best friend's dad was a Reiki master and they had crystals all over the house.
I love
I
it.
didn't know. I didn't know what it was back then. You know, um, by the time I was 23 weeks before my 21st, I had my daughter, and that
Mhm,
kind of changed things a lot. And I had a choice to make.
mm,
My godfather was a preacher, and he asked me to get into Bible studies and become a pastor myself. Um, or, well, the crossroads rails was when they said to me, okay, like, you know, Jesus is in your heart. When did you accept Jesus in your heart? Like, that changed your life. And
yeah,
as a Catholic, like, Jesus was always in my heart. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah,
Like spirit had always been around in the
right.
shape of my sister that passed away, in the shape of my cousins and my grandmother. Like, when I prayed, there was always a presence.
Yeah,
So when I had that, choice to actually, become a preacher, a pastor, and go that line,
yes,
um, I also at the same time went to a psychic. And
yeah.
she said, "You see things, don't you?" And that kind of made more sense,
Yeah,
And so the path began. She confirmed what I was seeing, as, my uncle who had
yeah,
passed away, one of the first people in my family that, had passed away that I was seeing. And when she said that, I kind of looked behind me and said, "Oh, you see that too." Because for
yeah,
me, it was always natural, normal. I didn't
yeah,
understand that other people weren't doing it. I never questioned it. And
mm.
whereas I was a shy child,
Yes,
obedient. Yeah, like my
right.
grandma wanted me to be a nun. Like I was a shy,
Aren't you know?
obedient child. Yeah, like I didn't tell people about my stuff, you
Oh,
know. So
yeah,
it was only until that was confirmed that I guess I chose not to become a preacher
yeah.
and decide to become a psychic
Well,
because so Dad,
aren't we lucky that you chose to become a
hey,
pilot and to be of
look,
service?
I
Beautiful.
look, I'm super grateful because what I've learned from this is I'm never alone, Rails. And you would
Yeah.
know that
Yes, yeah,
as a
yeah.
medium. Like, I don't get lonely.
You don't get lonely. Too
Like,
much going on.
man, and when there's not, and you find the quiet time, you find that unconditional love of supportive spirit that
That's true.
sometimes maybe people can't give you. So yeah, I'm super grateful. In my later years, I've had,
That's
I've gone back in some ways, like I'm wearing my rosary right now to Jesus, to
yeah,
Christ consciousness and
yeah,
that ideal of unconditional love.
yeah,
So I'm finding ways to marry my spirituality with this so-called calling, you
yeah.
know,
That's
and
beautiful.
Dar's been a journey.
Yeah, I think that's the truth. We all go those who are more what I call super sensitive, like yourself,
Hmm.
we go through so much more, I feel sometimes because we're trying to understand it whilst we're still feeling it, and then also
Mhm.
trying to work with it at the same time, especially when we go, it's like stages.
Yeah.
And yeah,
And you know, Rails, there's so much out there, like especially now, like, you know, back in the day there was nothing.
that's
Now
true.
there's so much out there. There's so much to choose from. Sometimes it's hard to like come back to self. And
Yes,
so, you know, that's where I'm grateful as well.
yeah. And I think the big word I'd use there is being discerning. Like one person's tarot card might be the way to work with self-awareness, their
Mm-hmm.
intuition. But for
Yeah.
others, it may be using ruins, or it might be working with crystals, or it might be doing Reiki. So it's not one size fits all. And I think that's
Exactly
important.
right. Yeah. Yeah, and you know, this is where, look, Ralph, I'll be honest with you, I've had to, you know, revision a course I wrote in 2014 because it deals with personal practice, you know,
Yes,
and that's, you know, I don't think people talk about that very often these days. You know,
yeah,
like when you're going, okay, maybe I'm Reiki this, maybe I do a bit of yoga, or maybe I'm a breath work, or maybe I'll get a
yeah,
bit of drums, I'm a bit of sound. But you know, there's no label that, you know, compartmentals you.
true.
So, you know, people need to remember about their personal practice. Like, you know, even waking up in the morning, making your bed, having a coffee, brushing your teeth. What are you
Yeah,
thinking about? That's a personal practice, right?
it is exactly. And I
Yeah.
think that's important, because when you awaken, it's the first 15 minutes of that awake time that you
Mm-hmm.
manifest what's coming in. So if
Yeah.
you wake up going, "Oh my god, it's gonna be a
Yeah.
bad
Or
day,"
pick up your phone.
yeah, you're gonna create it. Yeah. Oh, I love
Yeah.
talking to you tonight. So I just wanna quickly take a moment to do a shout out to everyone. We've had so many
Mm.
people come in. So again, hi Andrew, Peter, Beth, Pete, Alicia, sorry, I've got my glasses on. Oh, again. And Grace Pedrigan. So thank you everyone for coming in. We love your energy. We love sharing with you. I do want to quickly, sorry, Makeda, I just quickly would like to
Yeah.
acknowledge our wonderful psychics. We've got quite a few online at the moment, and they're all amazing,
Wow.
as we know. So, all
Yep.
right. At the moment, we've got Amazing Grace, pin 9888. Benjamin, sorry, pin. I just took my glasses off, and I need my glasses.
Hey.
Okay, Ben, 91 Lucy. Then we've got beautiful Beth or Beth, 9150. Jags on a 9160. We got lovely Judith, who I interviewed last week. She's so beautiful. 9125 and the psychic Steve on a 9140. And of course, our Natalie Morton Baker on 9810. So anyone that may be looking for a little bit of insight, yes, we are going to do a few reads, a little mini reads tonight, aren't we,
Yeah.
Makeda?
Yep.
So we have
100%.
to first share, like, and then share, and then we'll go through it as we go, and
Mm-hmm.
you get your reading tonight. So anyway, back to the mango on stage, which is you, my darling. All right. So one question I
Yes.
have is,
Mm-hmm.
what is one of your favorite, let's say, skills you like to work with clients? Is it your
My
media?
favorite skill?
One of your favorites, yeah.
Oh, man, Rose.
I like to throw it out there.
Okay, look, my favorite skill can't be demonstrated tonight, but you
Okay.
know me very well and you've seen me in it, so you're gonna agree. My favorite skill is ritual.
Yes, that's true. Yeah,
I
that is true.
love it.
I do love it.
I
Yes,
love it.
I
And
love it.
yes, I mediumship. You can come in front of me and we can talk and we can do numerology and hey, we can drum and all of that. But when
Yeah,
I see you transform through the power of your own prayer, like just holding that for you,
yeah.
that's my favorite because
Mm,
it's like spirit in motion,
yeah,
Rails.
true,
You
true.
know,
So
and that's yeah.
talking about doing your rituals, Can you
Mhm.
explain to anyone who's just come in to
Sure.
who
What that means?
yeah.
Okay, so we spoke a little bit about my past and what brought me to being a psychic medium, but today I've had to find a marriage, right, Rails, between, I guess, my Christianity, my
Yes,
psychic abilities, like my
yes,
shamanic, my Zulu, like
yes.
African calling, and I've found that marriage today in hoodoo.
Oh,
And yeah, and so I have a mentor in the States, and we
yeah,
work through that. And ritual can be anything. Like we just said, your personal practice is a ritual.
yeah,
Ritual is the promise that you make yourself through action. And so
beautiful.
in every
Yes,
ritual, that's it, Rails. Like, and we can look at churches for ritual, we can look at, I don't know,
yeah,
different, paganism, witchcraft, whatever. But the
yeah,
reality is every day you wake up, you have a routine. That is
and
your ritual.
beautiful. And it's a really beautiful. I love that, Darren. You've just put it
Yeah.
in a very simplistic but a very
Yeah.
understandable way.
Yeah.
Because some people look at ritual as like, oh, it's witchcraft, or it's, so
No.
the perception can be blown away with just that one word.
No, rituals, personal
Yes,
practice. And if
yes,
you want to say this word spells, no, spells is just ritual with intention. Okay.
yes.
So we're just walking around, right?
Yep,
And we're making out, we wake up at 7, we look at our phone, we wake up, make the bed, we put the kettle on, brush our teeth. Like we
yes,
have these schedules.
yes.
Where is your heart and mind in those
Mm,
spaces? And so,
yes,
like I'm just talking straight up because my grandmother raised me, right? Catholic. And she
yeah,
always taught me, like straight up, like everything that you do with
mm,
love.
that's it.
Cleanliness is close to godliness. And
I
what
had
that
that
means to
exactly all the
me,
time.
see, and what that means to me is that the cleaner, like the way I do my ritual, the more spirit can talk to me. Like when I'm in, like I can wake up, do my morning routine. I know that when I jump in the shower, I'm cleansing. I'm
Yeah,
golden light. Spirit's
yeah,
talking to me. So I,
beautiful.
in the morning, have to work myself up to my shower ritual.
Yeah, I love it. And, thank you so much for sharing that, because I think it's
Mm,
really important. For those who
yeah,
don't understand it, it can deter people. That word, ritual, it sounds magical, it sounds
yeah,
mystical, but it also can sound very
yeah,
negative to someone who's going, ritual. But when
yeah.
you
Like, oh.
brought it down in
Mm.
that simple way,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's amazing.
Look,
Wow.
yeah, look, it's simplicity, Rouse, and I'm a transpersonal art therapist and counselor, and in transpersonal, we found like, and you can look at it through Joseph Campbell, all
Yeah,
through the different mythology. Mythology itself is a ritual.
yes,
Therefore, in everything that we do personally, there is a
mm,
beginning, a middle, and an end.
of
Yeah.
course.
And
Oh,
so, if we're more consciously aware of our personal practice, which we talked about, and then
yes,
our ritual
yes.
daily and our intention behind it, what does that lead to? Clear the way to manifestation.
100%. I love it. Beautiful, beautiful.
Rails.
It's been so long, but it's so lovely to reconnect, sweetheart. And I feel like
Yeah.
at the moment, what have you written any books? What?
Yeah, okay. So I've been underground a little bit, as you know. I'm back in Melbourne because that's where I grew up and my parents are getting
Oh,
older now. So
yeah,
I
sweet.
have to be around, that transition. And to
Yes,
be honest, Rails, I'm feeling it
yeah,
spiritually where I'm having a step up.
yeah,
And so I can't be away. That's the feeling, in
yes,
the change of guards. When a parent dies, you become an elder,
yeah,
and that's huge. So I
yeah,
just got to be around.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm back here. As you can see in the background, I'm at Boho Cafe. I'm going to be
Lovely.
doing readings here on Tuesdays. But more importantly, I've been writing a book,
Oh,
Rails, and doing
congratulations.
some cards,
Oh,
Rails,
that's so
and
beautiful. And I
teaching
think,
again.
oh, there you go. So,
Yeah.
if you know you're in Melbourne,
Man.
anyone
Yeah,
who
Melbourne.
watching or is interested in you,
Yeah,
please,
come down.
come down to
Yeah.
Boho Cafe.
Definitely. Look me
Beautiful.
up. I'll be here on Tuesdays in Bentley East at the Boho Cafe and Lounge.
Yeah,
It's beautiful in the front. They've got like a market where they've got crystals. Everybody's got different stalls, beautiful clothing and trinkets, everything you need. And then
wonderful.
out the back, it's like a little cafe, so you can get lunch. We've had high teas. They've got like DJs on the weekend.
So they got
So
lots.
yeah.
Yeah.
And look, shout out if she's watching to Zally, because this is the office now.
Oh,
And yeah, I'll be here on Tuesdays if you want to come and see me. And
yeah.
oh, Rouse on the 14th of April. I forgot I'm doing meditations on Tuesdays too.
Oh, fantastic. So if there's anyone in Melbourne,
Yeah.
what
All in
area,
Melbourne, Dale.
yeah, what area around Melbourne?
Bentley East,
Bentley.
Ormond, Bentley East, Brighton, up to St Kilda.
Beautiful.
I'm around,
Oh,
yeah.
wonderful, wonderful. Because I think,
Because yeah, I had to do it. Family called, you
yeah,
know.
100%. And maybe
So,
at some level, spirit wanted your energy to be in Melbourne to not.
well, look, it's been a reminiscent of sorry, I was going to say call retrieval, soul retrieval. Every place I go to from my past, I'm just getting back a piece of myself and remembering and healing my inner child and my inner teenager.
Oh,
Like
gosh,
it's
I
been
love that.
amazing.
Oh,
And of course being able to birth it's my manifesto rouse.
yeah. And it's such a
Um
powerful year this year when you think of it.
Look,
You know?
cycles, my friend. The fire
Yeah,
horse came around. We
yes.
had all the eclipses.
We've
I
had
might
so
and here we are on the 2nd of April. I booked this on purpose.
yeah, and I always love the even numbers. To me, it's always a very balanced energy, the yin, the yang, the
Oh
masculine, the feminine,
yeah.
and,
Yeah. Of
and we're so
course.
lucky 'cause we've got so many beautiful people here. So just
Oh, who's
go
here?
on,
Tell me, Rose.
well, we still got the same people, and I'm still here. So we've got Graceful indeed,
Hey,
his
Grace.
Miss Psychic D, hi Miss Psychic D, Maria.
Ding.
I'm really bad with all this technology, I have to tell you. We've got Beth and we've got Andrew, but we do have to share first and share. And
Yeah.
in the next few minutes, we might do one of those readings. So anyone wants to
Yeah, definitely. You let me
share,
know when you're ready, Rose.
yeah, I've just got to wait for everyone to get on board. So let's do it, everyone.
All right,
The
cool.
second today of April. It's a good day, and you've got myself and the beautiful Makeda. And as I was saying earlier, Makeda's multi-skilled, so please, if you get a chance to go on our Psychic TV
Hey. Yeah,
website and have a look at her profile, you'll get a
yeah.
really big picture of what she is so amazing at doing. So, all right, we're gonna and what is it? A like and share,
All
and then
right.
we're going to do our first reading. So anyone that's in here, because you are here, this is your opportunity. So yeah,
Yeah, and while you're talking about that, Rails, I'll just let you know that obviously, I'm an ancestral reader. That's
it's,
what we do,
yeah,
like, and I guess mediumship can be different in different ways. Like everybody has their certain skills, but if
uh,
you're looking for a reading for me today, like it's going to be pretty much about ancestral healing and how you can specifically take some of those gifts from the blood that runs in your body and take it into the future. Like rails, people are blocking themselves all the time. They don't even know it. And it's
yeah,
not even their stuff,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Crazy, isn't it? And I think
Yeah.
it's important to let people know because
Hmm.
sometimes we feel like is our life, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm.
yes, we have our ancestors, yes, we have our family, immediate family, but, you know, we've changed, but we
Yeah.
within us, you know, we can't
We're the
expect.
evolution rails. That's the issue.
Yeah,
We're the evolution, and people don't get
100%.
that. Have we
Yeah.
got a reading yet? Because I'm pulling a card. It might be for someone out there.
Hey, we have, unless it's very quiet here at the moment,
Mm-hmm.
um, much has been happening. So people, please feel free to interact with us. I promise you, we will not screw
Mm.
you. But our lovely Makeda has so much, she's pulling a card. So for anyone who has a question or two, please feel
It's
free
out
to.
of control. I don't know. This is what we've been talking about, Rouse. Like something told me to pull it, and I didn't know who it's for, but I think it's for everyone watching. May I?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, take the stage, mate.
All right, Dale. So I'm reading a card. Can you see that clearly from the
Yes,
secret language of darkness? It's a shadow. It's a shadow card. And
yes,
I think right now with the cycles that are happening, because remember Chinese New Year last year was like a snake of some sort, right?
yes. With a snake.
Yeah. And so snake is about shedding. And
Mm,
then all of a sudden, right, we like clocked over to New Year, like 1st of January, and we had to wait till February, like 6 weeks to the Chinese. And so that was a bit of a tension's time. Then
yes,
February 18th, we got into the horse, and it was like the snake skin just ripped off.
yeah. Gone.
Like
Presto.
gone. And
Yeah,
then it was like all steams a go.
yeah.
And
Full,
so, look, what I'm seeing, because then after that, we had like, eclipse one, new moon, eclipse
yes.
two, full moon. And in all
Exactly.
different cycles, we had Ramadan, Lent, Jewish people were doing like something or Passover or something around then too.
Yeah.
Like for the first time in a long time, Rouse, all these cycles, bang, 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 bang,
Mm,
all in the same time.
that's true.
And then the astrological cycle started on the
Yes.
21st of March. And that was Aries.
Yes.
And
So,
so, like, if you're not with it and you're holding on to your fear right now, I feel sorry for you because Aries is here and
mm,
we're right in the bang smack middle. And soon you'll get into Taurus and then you can't be stubborn with yourself anymore.
yeah.
And so the card that was brought up is number 34, intimacy shadow. Beyond fear to connection. Look at that, Rose.
Oh, I love that. It's like
Look at that.
that is beautiful. I took a photo of the sun going down. It looks like that, nice and bright and yellow and red, and that's beautiful. I love
And the
it.
male, the female, the fire
Something.
heart,
Yeah.
intimacy, shadow. Yeah.
Yes.
How do we
Yes.
connect beyond fear? And I
Yeah.
think that's what it's saying to us. We just got to let go of the fear, show up to ourselves, show up to what we promised ourselves, show up to our personal practice, claim it, and then
Yes.
we can move into connection. I think
Yeah.
that's what it's about for real.
Well, yeah. And that's very true. You know, we're in a time now where we went through a real cycle for the first time in history where
Mm,
no one could connect physically.
yeah,
Now we're in the fire horse year. We've had so many astrological things going on that
yeah,
it's time to reconnect. It's
yeah,
time heart to heart,
yeah,
mind to mind. And
yeah.
I'm not just
Beyond
the
this.
mind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
beyond this. Like
yeah,
telepathy is real, people.
right, yeah. So it's about being able to connect without needing anything to do that,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
electronic things.
yeah,
So, I
yeah.
think we do have someone. Hang on, let's have a
All
look.
right, cool. Let's go for
I'm
it.
gonna read it to you. Oh, I think I can try this. This is what Andrew was saying.
Oh, hey, Andrew. Is that Andrew Oldham?
Oh, yeah.
Andrew
Yes.
Attenborough. Here we go.
So it says, I have been doing shadow work a lot recently, but still working on myself with mental blocks. And
Oh,
that's big, and I think Andrew, even being willing to do that is perfect. Would you agree? Yeah?
1,000%. The accountability, the ability to say that you're working through it brings the shadow to the surface.
That's right.
Then
Brings
we
it,
can work on it,
yeah.
right?
And I just love the fact that Andrew, like, he's staying connected. Like, even he's always here. I'm sure on a Thursday
Wow.
or Saturday night with us
Yeah,
here at Psychic TV International. So,
beautiful.
that constant support, because we will always support anyone that comes into our circle. That it's
Yeah, of
every
course.
time that TV International has been here. So
We're family here, right, Rouse?
we're big
It's a beautiful
extended
family.
soul family. And thank you to everyone that is and has supported us for many years. I said this last week, and I say
Yes,
it every time I'm on, because without your love and support, you know, we wouldn't be still here, I guess, because your love and support is what makes us realize that we're being of service. And I think
correct.
that's the most important thing. And a big shout out to Mary from New Zealand. She's popped in to say hello to us here. So hi, Mary.
Hi
And
there.
hey, okay, I would love a message. Okay, so Harry's just, I got a message. All right, I'm learning how to do all this, so forgive me, everybody. So here we are. Carrie is loved, oh, not much, she's loved and she, we love you. Um, would you like a message, please? So could we give one to Carrie, please? Make it up.
I would love to give you a message. Carrie, is it Carrie? Can I say Carrie?
Carrie, I
Carrie,
was
Carrie.
Carrie, so if we're wrong, Carrie, kick us
Yeah, I
later.
want to say Carrie. I'm I changed my card deck because I'm just feeling this beautiful. I've been to New Zealand and I love it. And more importantly, I love the people there,
I could imagine.
Māori connection. Like a lot of my mentors have been, from New Zealand, both Pakeha and Māori.
Yeah.
And so, Carrie, I just want to say thank you. I'm about to pull you a card right now from, this is an oldie but a goodie, the Animal Magic from Alexis Cartwright.
Wow.
And yeah, the reason why I'm wanting to call this because I'm feeling a very depth of spirit with you. And Rails mentioned that I'm shamanic in nature, and there's a spirit animal that wants to talk to you right now about what you're going through, but particularly the challenges, so that you can connect to the nature of who you are and find your strength, right? Beyond what we're talking about, physicality, to your primal nature. And so the card that I've pulled out for you, darling, is Rails, you can't make it up.
Oh, wow, what a beautiful card.
The lion.
Yeah.
Wow. And so because Alexis is beautiful in how she writes, I'm just going to read the first, and then I'm going to tell you what lion means to me, and then I'm going to tell you how it's going to affect you. Because Carrie, we just spoke about fire, right? And
Yeah.
by the time we get into Leo, right, Rails,
Mhm.
July, Carrie,
Yes.
your life's going to look a lot different. Now, if you could do me a favor and just put your date of birth in there, and that'll give me a little bit, because I'm a numerologist, right? That'll give me
Yeah,
a little bit more
absolutely.
insight. But while you do that, I just want to say to you, um, wow. But you've going through a lot of challenges right now, and it's got to do with your voice. Yeah, it's about the way that people perceive you in accordance to the strength that you have within. Sometimes people might discount you or look at you, but don't realize like your courage. Because even in the Wizard of Oz, right, Ray, I was like, that's the lion, like the courage. Yeah.
Yeah.
So people are always underestimating you, Carrie, right? Lion is a universal symbol of rulership, royalty, power, and majesty. It is powerfully built. muscular cat. It stands out from the other big cats not only in appearance, but because it lives in an organized social group, taking pride of place. Okay, the king of cats, because of the courage, strength, noble character, and regal mane. Okay. Egyptians associate lion with power, wealth, and Syrian. Lion is also personified as a cat, right? Egypt's most sacred animal. Okay, and you can have a look at the Chinese mythology of lions, in the British mythology of lions. Right now, I believe their rugby team is called the Lions, like England. You know, Greeks, when you go through Greek neighborhoods, they have
Yes,
lions,
they do.
you know?
Yes.
So, Carrie, what is this lion saying to you right now?
Yeah.
I think,
Now,
darling, yeah, go ahead, Ralph.
sorry, darling. Harry did. I've got to go right back now. I've lost it.
Does she pop her date of birth in there?
She did, darling, but I won't put it on the screen out of respect, but I will say it to you
Okay.
quickly. So
Yeah,
5,
cool.
the 5th of the 6th, 1981.
Okay, cool. 5th, 6th, 11, 2, 13, 8, 21, 1. Oh, she's a 22-4, doll.
Mm.
Okay. All right. No wonder you got the lion card. Your life path in numerology is a 22, which equals 4. The life path 4 is what you are, but the 2 and the 2 before the 4 influence that particular foundational 4. And so ultimately, it is part of your path this lifetime as a 22-4 to become a spiritual builder. Okay. And that might sound a little bit scary because what does that mean? Spiritual building. Okay. It means that you kind of have more claircognizance, right? Than you do. Perhaps some people are empathetic, more sentient. Some people are claircognizant. They see vision. Some people hear. But you just know. Okay. And that's part of the spiritual building technology, right? And I suppose that's why you like pick the lion card today, because the lion in itself, in its very nature, whether it's a male lion or a female lion, doesn't matter. There's roles that are being played. And, you know, the male lion doesn't go, hey, female, it's my turn to hunt. No, everybody does their thing. And because of, you know, being the king of the jungle, you've heard all the terms, you know, the lion in itself is kind of seen, particularly back in the days, and that's why so many cultures revert it as like an apex predator. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so in your nature, Carrie, you're an apex predator. You know, you hold that 22 spiritual building energy through your knowing, right? But then through life, people might find that intimidating, right? Because what you said, she's a Cancer, June?
Cancer would be normally.
Yeah,
Yes.
5th of June, yeah. Is
Yeah.
that Gemini? Gemini?
Oh, that's a
I
close
think
one.
she's a Gemini. I think she's a Gemini. Yeah.
Okay. Gemini.
Yeah, just confirm, but I feel like you're a Gemini. And
Yeah.
so I love Geminis. I'm a Saggy, that's my opposite sign. And usually we become best friends until I say the truth and they're like, right? Because Gemini, you know, and look, people say that Gemini are two-faced because they're the twins, but it's not true. Gemini just, you know, say, and they're very cordial, and then they'll trust you and tell you the truth. That's not two-faced, that's cautious. You know, they're following the sign of Taurus, and Taurus is stubborn. So Gemini gets the mental. No, but it's only because they need to learn how to say no and love themselves. That's why I love
Yes.
Taurus too. You know, like my best friend is Taurus, Rayleen.
And I'm
She
a
taught me a
Taurus.
lot of things. She
Yeah.
taught me a lot of things.
Yeah.
And then, right, so best friend Taurus, then came my cousin, Gemini straight away, and
Yeah.
both of them taught me a lot, and that's why I know the sequence, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, Taurus Taurus say no just so that they can fill their cup up, and when their cup is full, they can give to others. That's not stubborn, that's self-preservation, that's discerning,
Yes.
right? But then
Mm.
when you get to Gemini, because it's the mental
Yes.
realms ruled by Mercury, you
Yep.
know, they're caught between the heart and the mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And so to me, that's the metaphor of the Gemini twin
Yes.
nature,
Yeah. Makes sense.
where it's like heart, you want to trust it, but then the head comes in and the rationale, and then
Yeah.
like you say, and then no, right?
Yeah.
That's Gemini, right?
True, true.
But because you're 22-4, it means that your Gemini nature in that you have to, and you do naturally trust your heart beyond your mind
Yeah.
because of the claircognizant nature. And many people get confused about this, Rails, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
claircognizant is a knowing.
Mm.
Where does it come from? The gut? The mind? Is it a thought that comes in? Like, how do you know? I don't know. I just know what I know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's very hard to place, you
Mm.
know? And so that part of your Gemini nature, plus this 22-4 and your lion spirit, you may ruffle the feathers of the people in your environment,
Yeah.
right? And you may be somewhat intimidating, right?
Mm.
That's okay, Carrie,
Yeah.
because you're 22-4, you're a spiritual builder, right? You need to trust your claircognizance. If you think it's right, it's right. Don't let your head in the Gemini try to twist and go, oh, maybe. Then you go and talk to someone. No, no, no. You have to get back to your heart space and trust that. Because 100% right now, I feel like you're at a huge crossroads where you're making decisions. It might be decisions about living, land, family, inheritance. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like there's a lot of pressure, even job, money, like lots of things, the pressure. And so you're having to go back to your true nature and put in these boundaries and say no, even when people are going to be like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, you were so nice, but now you're not. Whatever. That's what they say. But
Yeah.
it's only because you know through your 22-4 nature, sorry, spirit's coming through. Sorry, Carrie, do you have a grandfather?
All right. Before we go on to the moment,
All right.
Makeda,
Is there any more rounds?
oh, there's a few, but we just got to do. First thing to say,
All
Karen's
right, rock and
watching
roll.
the feed, 1,000%. So she's in total agreement with
Oh
you.
wow.
I also want to ask you, do you get online a lot these days? So, and do you know your PIN number just in case, are you going to keep an eye on it?
Yes. I definitely do. I believe I'm 9133. Write it
Okay.
down.
Write that down.
And I'm due to log in, Rouse. I've popped it in my calendar. I
Yes.
believe Mondays. And
Okay.
I think maybe Thursdays I've popped it in. Look, I've
Okay.
been super busy and I'm doing my schedule, but it is April.
Yeah.
And yes, I will be on from
Well,
next
that's
week
wonderful for
on
people to
those
know.
times.
So we've only
Mm-hmm.
got an hour with our show, and
Yeah.
we are going to do one more read, but not right now. But I just want to
Okay,
ask
da.
you a few things.
Mm-hmm.
First thing, if there was a message you wanted to give to everyone out there, not just here watching, but people that may watch from overseas, what would your main message for now be?
The first voice you will ever hear is the voice of your own soul. Don't be afraid of what your spirit has to tell you, good or bad, because your spirit will always have your best interests at heart, despite your experience, despite where you live, despite political lack of petrol, X, Y, Z,
Yeah,
varieties. meditate, whatever that means. Running, jogging, that's meditation. Dancing, walking, you don't have to sit there. Go into your garden, pull out the weeds. That's meditation. Find time for yourself, even if you have to be busy doing it, but just
Yeah,
don't get on your phone.
yeah. I
Yeah,
think sometimes little things like that, television, phone, you know, people
go
going
out
on
in
about
nature.
you, they can be distracting. So
Oh,
honor, isn't it? Would you say honor
yeah.
yourself and
Yeah,
take
your
you
health is number one, Rails. Go
a
out in the
hundred,
sun.
yeah,
We want to say, oh, okay. I think they flipped it, where they said, okay, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. But the
yeah,
reality is you got to take care of your spiritual life first. That means talking to yourself, reflecting, going out, feeling the breeze, plants, look at the sun, go to the beach. Be grateful every morning to be alive.
yeah. And be,
If you have to get music to help you,
yeah.
play, I don't know, Good Morning Starshine.
Yeah, but
you know,
that's so true. So many
yeah,
for the like, well, I guess it's the way it's been, not just on a conscious level. Everyone's been drawn away, from, because they've got to work longer hours. Now, mum and dad have to work. So we've been pulled away from our inner compass. And I think the more that we go, okay, on this day, I'm
yeah.
going to have half an hour to myself, honor myself, go for a walk, watch a
Ask
little
yourself some questions.
yeah,
No one
exactly.
does that.
I love that.
People, okay, think about it. People get insomnia these days. People can't sleep, like brain thinking, thinking,
Yeah,
thinking, right? And as a healer, you would know when you go into that field, it's kind of like like it's like lightning bolts,
yeah,
actually, the tension, right? So when you go out and walk and you're not distracted, what are you doing? You're allowing those thoughts to process, get out of your body core, out of your physical system, into your auric, into your electronic, and then through your breath and movement, actually dismissing it out.
exactly. Yeah,
Then what's next? Ask yourself a question, right? Um, Now that I've thought about this person, that person, I got to go home, I got to do this, da da da. What's
mhm,
next? The next thing comes like, am I happy? Am I grateful? Am I getting the most out of my relationships? Am I where I'm meant to be? Do I feel I'm on the path of my heart? How can I change it? And I guarantee you, your spirit will talk to you.
exactly.
Guaranteed. That's a prayer, Rails. That's ask yourself a
I
question.
love
It's your
it.
first prayer.
Yeah, thank you, sweetheart, for sharing. I'm just going to quickly do a shout out because we're
hmm
getting through the show so quick tonight, Makeda. I must say, it's like we've only got 12 minutes left. So I'd love to
Wow.
acknowledge our wonderful psychics from Psychic TV
Yes.
International who are there to
Yes.
take calls if anyone wants to make a call
Awesome.
tonight. Okay, we'll start off quickly with the amazing Grace, a 9888. We've got Benjamin on pin 9166. We've also got Jags on pin 9160. A Judith Sky on a 9125. We've also got Mr. Psychic D on pin 9140 and also the wonderful Natalie Norton Baker on pin 9810. Oh, sorry, and we've got Rosemary on pin 935. Now, the reason I let everyone know that our psychics are on is because a lot of our wonderful psychics are on quite late at night. So if you are thinking or you have a question or anything like that, they're there. And look, I have to admit, we have a beautiful team. No wonder I've been with Psychic TV International for so long because we do have some of the best psychics that have some amazing skills. So we are very so we are going to try to get one more meeting in here, Miss Makeda. We love the
Yeah.
today. Um, Too many people have come in now, so I'm just going to go. I don't mean that in a bad way. but I've just got to share it with you.
Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome.
Yeah, come on, sweetheart. All right, let me I keep okay. So we've here, I'm gonna add it to the screen. There you go. Then I'll read it on the screen.
Mm,
So this is
Nita.
from Nita, who's shared a like. Hello, beautiful ladies. I would like to share. Would love and appreciate any message, please. And Nita's on the cusp of Libra slash Scorpio. So if you want to have a
Ooh,
quick look at the numbers,
ooh,
take a
ooh.
note.
Yeah, I just did it. 6, 7, 17, 23. Yeah, that's right. 28, 10. Okay, so you're a 28, 10 in life path. And I'm just actually, this is one of my hearts. I'm going to be reading just one card from the Dreams of Gaia Tarot by our good friend Raven Phelan. She makes
Beautiful.
beautiful artwork and I
I
just
can
love her
see that.
so much. Please support Australian readers, support Australian card decks, go out there, support, because ultimately we are some of the best in the world and I've traveled the world. So please support Australian spirituality 100%. So I'm just going to pull in a card now. So, Doc, can you just 2810? What was her name? Nina?
Nina.
Yeah, Nina.
Yes. I'm looking. No, Nita. Sorry. Nita,
So
not
down?
Nina. Sorry, Nita. Apologies, honey.
Nita.
Yes.
Okay, down.
So she's 24, 10, 65.
Okay, so Dal, what I'm going to say to you as a fire horse comes into your life at the moment, you're having to choose because of the cusp of Libra between balance and depth. And so, in the spaces, thank you, Spirit, where you may have, kept order before and kind of zipped a lip. You're now moving into your Scorpion nature where like it's kind of getting irritated. You've done a lot of travel, whether it's mentally, physically, you've learned a lot over these years. And now you're kind of looking out and going, hang on a minute, 2810, 2 is communication, teamwork. 8 is abundance. Plus, your life path is 10, which is innovation, leadership. But with the 0 hanging out there, it means that you might not always acknowledge yourself, like in the shadow, that you are the leader. But everybody always relies on you to be the leader. And sometimes that irritates you, right? Because, I mean, you're an ideas lady, right? But why do you always have to, be the one to get the ideas out there? Okay. And so ultimately, right now, oh God, sorry, this is your card. And so right now, I feel like you've gone through this precipice of tension. And Rails, we were talking about it earlier about the elder, like the
Yes.
change in the guards. And I
Yes.
really feel this, right? As
Mm.
like 1965, what's that, 50, 40, 60, 60, right?
I don't know. I
1965. Yeah, 60 last year. You know what I
sorry,
mean?
I was actually the Virgo. No, you're
Yeah,
Sagittarius. You're quicker with
yeah.
the
I
when it
know.
comes.
Sorry, I'm not. I'm dyslexic when I'm not tuning in. By the way, bad with numbers in real life.
Oh,
Um,
bless you, darling.
and so yeah, so at that point, right? Because at 56 we have that second Saturn return, and so
Yes.
you've been in that for about 4 years now, and there's this changing of the guard. I don't know. It feels like sisters, sisterhood, or family, brother and sisters, that same age group who are kind of like putting it on you. But at the same time, you're going, nah, man, like make a decision. But at the end of the day, because of who you are, like, especially as you're moving into like the Scorpion energy, you've kind of had enough.
Mm.
Right. And so you've got to be careful because of this fire that's happening right now, because of the 2, which is influencing your 10 life path. You know, the lesson is, you know, um, you say yes when you really want to say no. And then later in life, people call us, like, can I say, like, people call us bitches, right?
That's not
Because no,
harsh.
they do, because we say no. Like they underestimate, and all of a sudden we say we don't want to do it anymore. We're tired of that. Like we grow up and we're tired of like pleasing people around us, right? So you're going through that stage with the two. It is like the maturity of the two number. But then the eight number is all about personal power and abundance. And what I know about the eight is that you'll move through times where you've been abundant, given your power away, taken it back and forth, this and that. But now, in the maturity of your eight, it's kind of like, if I'm going to be like the leader that I want to be and like change this family, environment, community, well, I have to mature in my communication. I've got to keep those boundaries in teamwork and keep things balanced so I'm not always doing the work and cleaning up after others, right? So that when I come to my personal power in the eight, I'm balanced and I know when it's right to give my power away. And that's volunteering. I give my power away all the time freely. Nothing wrong with that, but it's when people take advantage. And so you're learning that, especially in the scorpion, right? Because scorpion's the depth of the water, right?
Mm.
Very passionate. Like, you know, Scorpio is the ability to see, like we talk about black sheeps, right, Rails? But Scorpio can see the black sheep from the golden black sheep. You know what I
Yes,
mean? They
yes,
have
yes.
the ability to see the gold in the darkness, right? And so, because of that maturity that you're going into now, people may not understand your ideas, your leadership. Yeah, because of the switching from balance, the Scorpio, the Libra to Scorpio. So I want to say to you that you just need to be super gentle on self. Yeah,
Mm.
connect to heart. Don't let, we've got auric fields. Don't let outside energies, auric field thought get into your space and let it affect your mind, right?
Mm.
Because ultimately, the card that I pulled for you from the Dreams of Gaia is the Eight of Fire.
Mm. Wow.
Look
Well,
at that. Eight
wow,
of
I
Fire.
really enjoyed that, Nita, because I
Wow.
must say it was a very good reading, Makeda, and very detailed in the way that is very understandable. And I'm sure I can see here, Nita was saying, like, wow, you were definitely spot on about siblings. Um, and, she's very much in tune with what you've actually said. And I cut it short because I know, but our time has gone so fast. And I mean,
I know.
what about 3
Rose,
minutes?
what happened to our 4 hour shows? Like
Oh, no.
back to
But
back,
yeah, I
man.
know. But I must
There's just
say,
not enough time in
it's
the world, right?
so beautiful to have you back and to have you here for everyone to connect with you. The biggest thing is we're all in the background, and like the Thursday night shows are great 'cause we bring you wonderful sides to the forefront, so people
Yeah.
get to connect and get a little bit of a taste of only a small part of what you can do. But
Yeah.
please, if anyone wants to leave a message, I mean, let us know. Have you enjoyed tonight? Have you enjoyed the topics that McKenna's been talking about? You've really opened the door tonight for a lot of people to just
Wow.
kind of like, yeah, take a look in. You know what I mean?
Just a little bit of a refresher, a little bit of
Yeah,
spiritual foundations, a bit of personal
exactly.
practice, a bit of ownership, Rails, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, and that's what it's about. We have to
Own
own it.
your spirit.
But love it too,
So
isn't it?
own your spirit.
Love being in that energy of the essence of who you are, and be happy to let things go that no longer serve you. I think that's a really big message in that. Um,
Yeah.
all right, my darling. We've got one's I don't know how many seconds. So I firstly each and everyone for coming in tonight. We've had a wonderful night, and I'm
Love,
you
love,
agree.
love.
Yes, it was a love thing happening. But we
Love.
thank you for spending the hour with us. We'll see you next Thursday, but don't forget we've got on Saturday night the wonderful Harry Tea. So anyone looking for a read, have a look at Psychic TV International. We've got all the wonderful psychics on, and Makeda, look at Makeda's profile. She'll keep you posted. April's going to be a big month, remember. So on that note, I will say a very thank you to you, Miss Makeda. It's so beautiful to see and reconnect. It's been so long. Keep the beautiful work up, darling. I love the fact you're in Melbourne. Melbourne is blessed to have you. So take advantage, everyone. For now, we will say a very beautiful good night. Thank you again to each and every one of you. We'll look forward to we'll tune in next Thursday, if not this Saturday, for our next amazing psychic. Thank you again, everyone.
Perfect. Thanks again, Raz. All
See you.
right. Cheers.
Bye.
Blessings. Bye.
Blessings.